In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up LSDTopoTools on the University of Edinburgh servers. So this applies to people who are working at University of Edinburgh. However, the steps are very similar to installing on a native Linux installation. We'll need to use a little bit of Linux shell commands. So if you go to the main documentation site of LSDTopoTools, there's the documentation site. If you don't know any shell commands, there's a section here, a really brief introduction using the Linux shell. It's vaguely based on a software carpentry course, but you can just review that if you're unfamiliar with the shell. And then we're going to go to the installation instructions and click on the Edinburgh installation. There's also a section for installing natively on Linux if that's what you want to do. So in this section, there's a lot of information about how to get all your directories linked. I'm going to just skip straight ahead to the actual act of getting the software installed. So at Edinburgh, we use something to get onto our servers called MOBA Xterm. We've got a couple of flavors of ways to get on, but I find this one's the most stable. So we start a local session, and then we just SSH into one of our servers. So the main server is Burn. What we can do here is, so first we can make a directory to hold everything. So I just make a directory to hold all my LSDTopoTools stuff. Okay, and I'm going to go into that directory. So I'm now in the LSDTopoTools directory, and basically I'm got to the don't be messy stage. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to clone the main LSDTopoTools programs. So I just use a program for this called Git, which grabs the software from something called GitHub. You don't really need to understand that at all. You just need to type this command. And if I do that, it will clone the whole thing. So it's grabbing all the software. Now you need to go in to that directory. So I'll type ls, I'll show you what's in this directory. All you have is LSDTopoTools 2. So we'll go into that directory. And in this directory, you'll see two scripts that end with sh. So there's those two scripts. These are used to both set up and point the computer to your LSDTopoTools programs. First time you do it, you need to do LSDTT2 setup. Now what this is going to do is this is going to compile the program. You'll see some warnings, but this will compile. Basically what this is doing is it's translating the source code, which is in C++, into actual programs that you can use, and you'll basically see how long this takes. It takes maybe a minute to compile everything. Once those are compiled, then you get executable programs, but the computer doesn't know where those computers are. What the script does, it also points the terminal to those programs. So after that, you can use them straight from your your terminal shell. Now, the next time, if you log out and log back in again, you need to point the your programs to that first. So this is finished. So it dumps you in this source directory, but I can go back out of here. Now, because the setup has done that, you can actually see that, hopefully this works. Echo path, so this tells you what your path is, and somewhere near the top you get the path to LSDTopoTools. I'm just going to show you. Now if you log out of this terminal and you log back in, so I'm just repeating that stage. I'm going back into Burn. I need to go into TopoTools. Okay, and now I'm in here. So if I run the setup script again, it'll recompile, but because everything's already compiled, it will take no time at all. The other thing that it does is now so one of the programs is called LSDTT2 Basic Metrics. It will recognize where that program is. So you can navigate to your data folders and it'll know where that program is. However, once you log out, it will lose the memory of that. The other way to set that up is to do LSDTT2 terminal, and that basically just points the software to the right directory. So again, that has the LSDTopoTools 2 programs in your path, so you can call them directly. If you log out, it won't be in your path anymore, so the next time you log in, you'll need to call either LSDTT2 terminal or LSDTT2 setup. Okay, so hopefully once you get that working, you can start to play with some data and you can move on to the other videos.